Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at 10 Marvel characters inspired by Superman. While Superman is DC's most iconic hero, Marvel has created several characters who clearly take cues from the Man of Steel, whether it's flight, super strength, or heat vision. If you enjoy comic book history and superhero comparisons, this one's for you. Don't forget to like, comment your favorite Superman-style Marvel character, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's jump in. Hyperion. Created as part of the Squadron Supreme, Hyperion was Marvel's answer to DC's Superman, introduced through a team meant to mirror the Justice League. Initially portrayed as a villain, Hyperion eventually evolved into a heroic figure across multiple versions. One of these even joined the Avengers, helping solidify his place in the Marvel Universe. His existence began as a parody, but over time, he became a respected and powerful character in his own right. No matter the version, the similarities are striking. Hyperion is often the last survivor of a doomed world or dimension, arriving in the Marvel Universe as a child. He wears a flowing cape and a glowing chest emblem tied to his solar-based powers. Much like Superman, he draws energy from the sun and possesses near-godlike abilities. Even his mild-mannered alter ego mirrors Clark Kent's classic, humble persona. Sun God. During a catastrophic period of universal collisions, the Illuminati began destroying alternate Earths to protect their own. One of these alternate worlds was an unmistakable homage to the DC Universe, complete with its own versions of major heroes. Among them stood a powerful alien hero who mirrored Superman in more ways than one. Known as the Sun God, he acted as the greatest protector of his Earth before being confronted by the Marvel heroes. Zoran, the Sun God, was an alien who absorbed solar energy to fuel his vast abilities. His power set was nearly identical to Superman's, featuring flight, super strength, and invulnerability. His costume further reinforced the tribute, with a flowing cape, chest emblem, red boots, and a heroic physique. Even without calling him Superman, everything about the Sun God shouted it loud and clear. Gladiator. Imagine if Silver Age Superboy had stayed in space and committed fully to the legion of superheroes. Gladiator is essentially that concept brought to life in the Marvel Universe. As the Praetor and later Magister of the Shi'ar Empire, he has long led the Imperial Guard, a team that bears more than a passing resemblance to DC's Legion. His cosmic role and unwavering loyalty make him one of Marvel's most powerful galactic figures. Gladiator's powers and design leave little doubt about his inspiration. He soars through space in a bright red cape, with glowing eyes capable of unleashing searing heat vision. His immense strength, flight, and durability echo Superman's signature abilities. Even his name, Kal-Lark, is a thinly veiled blend of Kal-El and Clark Kent, solidifying his place as one of Marvel's most obvious homages to the Man of Steel. Sentry. Debuting in 2000, Sentry came with a retroactive backstory that stretched decades into Marvel's past, giving him a legendary presence similar to Superman's. The twist, however, was that his immense power, particularly his dark alter ego, the Void, was so dangerous that he erased himself from everyone's memory, including his own. This unique narrative positioned him as a forgotten powerhouse hidden in plain sight within Marvel's world. Unlike most Superman analogs, Robert Reynolds was originally a regular human who consumed the Golden Sentry Serum, unlocking incredible solar-based abilities. Though his powers often mirrored Superman's, such as flight, strength, and invulnerability, they were rooted in molecular manipulation and even reality warping. And visually, the cape, boots, and unmistakable emblem left no doubt where his creators drew their inspiration. Blue Marvel. When it comes to costume design, Blue Marvel's look strongly echoes Superman's brief electric blue phase, but the similarities run deeper than style. Adam Brashear may be a product of Earth and science, rather than Krypton and nature, but he stands as one of the few Marvel heroes whose power rivals the Man of Steel. His strength, flight, and near invulnerability make him a clear counterpart in terms of raw might and heroic presence. What truly sets him apart is his energy source. Instead of drawing power from the sun, Blue Marvel sustains himself by absorbing antimatter, which grants him immense and sometimes unpredictable abilities. Still, in both his moral compass and sheer power, he mirrors Superman closely. Their dedication to justice and world-shaking force put them on nearly identical footing in the superhero pantheon. Wonder Man, Simon Williams, doesn't share much of Clark Kent's humble and noble demeanor. He started his journey as a villain, later joined the Avengers reluctantly, and eventually became a top-tier Hollywood star, bringing with him all the ego that implies. His connection to Superman is rooted more in physical resemblance than in personality or origin, but the comparison remains striking nonetheless. Visually, he's a near match for the Man of Steel, from glowing red eyes to the signature black hair curl. Wonder Man possesses all the classic powers: flight, super strength, and near invulnerability, often striking poses straight out of Superman comic. He may not wear a cape, but he does feature a chest symbol and even sported a jacket reminiscent of Superboy's for a time, reinforcing the visual parallels. Omega, the Unknown. Omega, the Unknown is a cult classic whose story is tough to tell, largely because it was never properly concluded. He hailed from an alien race destroyed by spacefaring robots, eventually fleeing to Earth in a starship where he formed a strange, ambiguous connection with an orphan teenager. The true nature of this bond was never revealed, as the series was canceled after only 10 issues, and any attempts to continue the story were not written by the original creator. Despite the unfinished narrative, one thing about Omega was clear: his striking visual similarity to Superman. With his iconic cape and chest emblem, Omega looked the part of a powerful, heroic figure, much like the Man of Steel. Although his backstory was shrouded in mystery, his resemblance to Superman remained one of the most defining aspects of the character. Count Nefaria. Technically, Count Licino Nefaria doesn't share many qualities with Superman on his own, except perhaps for his fondness for red capes. However, by using his vast fortune to acquire the combined powers of three lesser-known villains, Living Laser, Power Man, and Whirlwind, Nefaria became a formidable antagonist capable of taking on the Avengers by himself. This power boost made him a major threat in the Marvel Universe. The abilities he gained through forceful means provided Nefaria with a power set strikingly similar to Superman's. He can fly, lift over 100 tons, shoot lasers from his eyes, and is nearly invulnerable. The primary difference, however, lies in his moral compass, with Nefaria using his vast strength and abilities for villainous purposes, unlike the ever-heroic Superman. Virtue. From the very beginning, Ethan Edwards' story was designed as a tribute to Superman's origin, with a twist. When Galactus destroyed the Skrulls' homeworld, the chief scientist behind the Super Skrull program sent his only son to Earth in a rocket. The spacecraft crash-landed in Iowa, where the baby was adopted by a kind, elderly couple who had no idea that Ethan was actually a shape-shifting alien. Genetic modifications by his biological father granted Ethan powers far beyond those of a regular Skrull, including strengths similar to the Thing and flight akin to the Human Torch. As he grew, Ethan took on the heroic persona of Virtue, donning a costume and even teaming up with Spider-Man for a few adventures. Eventually, he discovered the truth about his origins, adding a complex layer to his heroic journey. Wundar, the Aquarian, sent to Earth in a rocket from what his parents believed was a doomed planet. The story of Wundar, the Aquarian, was almost a direct copy of Superman's origin, except with a good dose of incompetence. In reality, his planet wasn't about to explode, and his parents mistakenly programmed the spacecraft in such a way that Wundar's body aged during the journey while his mind remained in suspended animation. When he arrived on Earth, Wundar emerged with the body of a Superman, but the mind of a child. Fortunately, the Thing took him in as a mentor until he matured enough to handle things on his own. A fateful encounter with the Cosmic Cube significantly boosted Wundar's powers and also led him to a spiritual awakening. He eventually adopted a messianic persona, moved to California, and became a New Age guru. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed learning about these Marvel characters inspired by Superman. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome superhero content. See you next time.